So, if you've been pouring your heart and soul and your savings into your business for years now, okay, and you are still not seeing the income you deserve, right? A return on your investment and your time, energy, efforts, and the money that you've put in, I understand and sis, you're not alone, okay? I've been there. I've been there. I've been there, and years into my business, I was not where I wanted to be. And I started to question, gosh, what more do I need to do? And who is it that I need to reach out to? What, I feel like I've invested in myself. I feel like I know I have, right? I've done all the things. I've invested in myself and in my business. I poured my heart and soul into this thing. And so, why am I not where other people are who started where I started, right? But we are all on a different path. We all have a different journey. We all have a different story. And same is true for here on the YouTube channel, okay? On these YouTube streets. I have been on here for 9 years and still not monetized with AdSense. And I have had to learn how to monetize myself in other ways. So let me just tell you, this is a conversation we don't normalize enough, but I'm here to have that conversation today because I just want to talk to you about what I wish somebody had told me sooner. And this is really going to be the advice you didn't even know you needed. Okay. So, this is not, by the way, a video about shaming you or making you feel guilty or embarrassed or any of those things. I know sometimes we women who are high achievers, ambitious, we are leaders, we are driven, we are A type personalities, we are very well put together on the outside, but crumbling inside many times because even though we've seen this success in many areas of our lives, right? And we know that we don't mind showcasing and boasting about those, or at least just being proud of those things that we have done well and where we have been successful. But there are other areas of our lives, like business, right? That it's not like somebody taught us how to do. So it's not like you're expected to know everything. And even when you're investing yourself and applying your knowledge and doing all the right things and you've gotten the courses and the coaches and you've done it all, right? It doesn't mean that you're any less than or any smarter than or not enough of because you're not there yet. I want to normalize this conversation because it's happening everywhere. I'm talking to women all the time, every day, and I'm just letting you know that this is a thing, okay? And it happens to the best of us. Even if you've been successful in your career or academically, it doesn't mean you're successful in business, okay? And so this is not about shaming or guilt. This is about shining a light on what's really keeping high potential women stuck, overworking, overgiving, overcommitting, undervaluing, right? Themselves. So, and most importantly, it's about finally breaking free from that. Okay. So, I want to first talk about the silent struggles behind the scenes. Entrepreneurship is not easy, right? It's not always glamorous. It's lonely. It's exhausting. It's expensive, right? It can get expensive, especially if you're doing things the wrong way, in the wrong order, at the wrong time, investing in the wrong things, the wrong coaches, the wrong consultants, joining the wrong programs at the wrong time, or the programs you didn't need at that time or at all, right? You're just doing things out of order and you're even overcomplicating simple situations, right? Simple systems, or maybe you don't have systems in place. Maybe you're not structured the way you should be. Maybe you haven't invested in the right coach or at the right time on, or whatever the case might be. That can add up to a huge expense and you're taking the L. I don't know if that's showing up the right way, again and again and again, year after year after year, right? And so no one is talking about that. Nobody sees the failed launches. Nobody sees the tears and you curled up in a ball like a baby, bawling your eyes out, right? Nobody sees you having to go back to the workforce that you left, right? Nobody sees the unpaid invoices and the clients that do these uh, uh, not buybacks. I can't think of the term, but it'll come to me. But anyways, chargebacks, it's just like nobody sees all of that. And I want you to know, sis, that you're not broken, but your strategy is. right? The right strategy. Or it could also be sometimes you have the right strategy, sometimes you have the right systems in place, sometimes you have a team, you have help, you're investing where you should be. It could be that your soul is empty because you've been putting in this work for so long and getting very little in return, and it is draining you, right? It feels like it's literally draining the life out of you because life has not stopped lifing and the job has not stopped jobbing. And meanwhile, while you're trying to make the business do what the business should be doing, it just ain't, right? So you start looking inward and internalizing that and saying, but what's wrong with me? Why is this happening to me? How could I see all these other people who are seemingly so successful that don't seem much more advanced or much more brighter or smarter or whatever more than I am? So you start this comparison thing, right? And you start to feel like you're not enough. And then imposter syndrome kicks in. And that's also, I like to say, it's not real because it only exists in your mind, but it is real for you, right? And I want to validate that for you in the moment of you feeling it. But I also want to help you get out of it because imposter syndrome is a scam. Okay? It is buried under and within and throughout fear. That's where it stems from. That's the root cause. Okay? And some other things, but I won't go deep into that right now. But if you're getting what I'm giving and you love these gems I'm dropping, go ahead and leave a comment right now and let's get this discussion popping. Let me know what light bulb moments and aha moments are already going off for you. What's driving, what's pulling on those heartstrings? What's resonating with you right now? Because I know that you can feel that I'm feeling you, that I feel your pain, and that I see you. Okay? I want to discuss some hard truths that I learned along the way. Okay? And maybe you can relate to this. One of the things that I know for sure and that I need you to know is that clarity is queen. Clarity is queen. And so if people don't know what it is you do in the first 10 seconds, not even the first 30, you know, that 30-second spill we give, that elevator pitch we all learned to memorize. And when we go to our networking events, we give that 30-second elevator pitch. Well, if people don't know really what you do in the first 10 to 20 seconds or less, I would say 10 seconds or less, you've already lost them because people's attention span is short. And the busier they are, the shorter the attention span gets. So be really crystal clear. Have a lot of clarity around who you serve and what you do, who you help, how you support them. So if you were to ask me, or if I were to come on here and introduce myself, I would say, hey there, my name is Katrina Marie, also known as the Boss Chick Biz Coach. I am a holistic business coach and an RN health and wellness educator, and I teach successful entrepreneurs, women who are in the corporate arena, how to transition out and build an aligned and profitable online brand and business without sacrificing their soul and sanity or compromising their health and happiness. Or I can shorten that piece and say while prioritizing their health, healing, and happiness. Right? I teach women how to leave a 9-to-5 or traditional workforce and start and sustain a successful business. Like there's a lot of ways I can say it, but as long as I'm getting to the point very quickly, the messaging is the same. You see? So you're going to know right away who it is that I'm serving. And if you are the one I'm called to serve, am I the right one for you? Am I worth listening to? Because am I the person, the coach, consultant that you would want to hire? And first, you got to know what it is I do, who I help, how I serve, how I support. And then you're ready to listen. And because now I've caught your attention, right? And now you're listening to the messaging I have around that. How do I help you? Well, if you want to go into the how, very simply put, I help you to expedite, I help you by expediting your external or healing internally so you can expedite your external success. I help you to transition seamlessly from a job that no longer serves you, be it a toxic job, hostile work environment, or just a job you no longer want to be at, right? And I teach you how to build an aligned and profitable online brand and business. Boom. That's how I help. That's what I do in a nutshell. And that's not to say I don't help in a lot of other ways, but I'm not going to get into specifics unless we go deeper into the conversation. But you see how quickly I can just, right? And that's what you need to do as well. Clarity is queen. And then two, hustle culture is a lie. I say this all the time. I am anti-hustle and struggle, pro health and happiness. Let me tell you this. I say this a lot. I'm going to say it again until I'm purple in the face. Okay? Because I need you to hear me. Hustle is a lie. And if you are struggling your way to success right now, I promise you, you have the wrong support system. And that is a part of why you are struggling. You don't need, by the way, to hustle hard, to work harder. You need to work smarter. And if you are going to work harder, at least work harder on smart things and things that align with your deepest aspiration, your core values, and what's important to you. Okay? Also, number three, I would say that your offer has got to solve an urgent problem. Your offer must serve an urgent problem, okay? Not just something nice to have, but an actual need to have. So if I said, I'm great at teaching you how to make the best cookies, that might not intrigue you. Or maybe it would be like, okay, that's interesting. How is she going to help me make the best cookies, right? Because there's so many best cookies out here. And, I don't know why cookie came to mind, right? Because, I don't even eat all the processed foods and the junk foods and stuff. But what I'm getting at is, let's just replace the word cookie with whatever meal, okay? And let's just say you're going to tell somebody you can teach them how to make the best healthy meal that they've ever had. Well, there's a lot of healthy meals out there. So can you be a little more specific or a lot more specific, right? Like, do you teach them how to make the healthiest meal specific to vegans? Plant-based meals that, people who are transitioning from being carnivores to vegetarians or vegans? Or maybe you know how to teach a healthier version of soul food, right? So people can still eat good, but they can do a healthier version of it. Doesn't have to be fried and dyed and laid to the side, right? And greasy and all that kind of stuff, And I'm just saying, like, there's maybe that's what you do. Maybe you teach people how to do cook certain foods and it's without gluten, right? Or whatever. So what I'm saying is, does it solve an urgent need? Especially, or somebody, maybe you know how to teach them how to make something that doesn't cause allergies or that gets rid of inflammation in their body and they're in chronic pain all the time. That would be an urgent need, right? What's going to make them or allow them, put them in the position to say, hey, she's who I need. Let me see what she's talking about over here. And then pull out their hard-earned dollars to give to you because they know that you're the one who can help them, the right one, right? So it's a need to have. Okay, makes sense. Number four is you've got too many freebies and not enough offers. I know that stung a little bit, right? Too many freebies and not enough offers. Let me tell you, you cannot continue to serve from an empty cup because empty cups don't pay the bills. Okay, we need our cups overflowing. And yes, that includes money. Okay, we're in business for monetary value. Yes, to be influential leaders. Yes, to be, make a big impact, but we also need to make a big income. We want the pleasures of life. We want, right? We want to have more, bigger profits as well. So it's like, yeah, we are expecting more money the more people we serve. So I'm already giving you free resources here that are valuable. My YouTube channel, other social media platforms that I'm on, right? If you write a blog, or if you are on TikTok or LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter or whatever, you might have a lot of different, maybe you're on YouTube. And see, so I'm giving away free resources. This is a big part of what I do to add value. I'm giving you information that you don't have to pay me for. I have downloadables that you don't have to pay me for. But at some point, I've got to get paid because I'm a business owner. I'm operating a business. I'm running a company. I'm expanding my brand. I have people on my payroll I've got to pay. I have contractors I need to pay. You know what I'm saying? I've got operation expenses that I am paying for, marketing expenses, like all of that's a part of it. Like I've got to get paid. Like what? I can't do everything for free. So you have to stop doing everything for free as well, sis. And you've got to make sure that you've created more offers so that you have the opportunity to sell to the people more. Okay. Number 5, that's a great segue leading into stop avoiding the sales, because sales are not having enough sales is keeping you broke. Okay. Selling is service when done in integrity. So sell more. The reason why you're not making enough sales is because you're not selling enough. Is also a part of the problem. And number 6, community is currency. Stop building alone, okay? Stop building alone, because collaboration collapses time. And hiring a coach or a mentor, a business consultant or a life coach, or somebody who can help you, who's already paved the way, who's already at a place where you aspire to be, cuts your success, your time for achieving the success in half. That is truly the meaning of shortcutting your way to success. Yes, you still have to roll up your sleeves, get in the trenches, do the work. Yes, it's going to take time. No, it's no such thing as an overnight success story. And no, it's not about a get rich quick scheme or scam. It is about, you don't want to get rich slow, right? And you also don't have all the time in the world. Time is not on our side. We don't know when we're going to check up out of here, right? We need to make sure we're doing what we need to do so that we can live create a legacy, generational wealth, live the life on our terms that we want to live, right? Selling is service when done in integrity. It doesn't have to be sleazy or cheesy or any of that. Okay. Also, money blocks are real. Okay. Imposter syndrome, perfectionism, and that good girl guilt are dream killers. Okay. So what am I doing differently? What have I been doing differently? What am I doing specifically in 2025 that you might be able to take away from this conversation and integrate or incorporate for yourself? 1, I'm simplifying my strategies. Less content, more conversions. That's what it's all about for me. Less content, more conversions. The most of my content is on YouTube, and my team and I repurpose this information. So I do 3 videos a week. Okay, I go live from time to time, just finished a 90-day live stream show. Okay, I did a whole series, Daily Dose of Vitamin D3 and the Resuscitation Room. That's it, right? But aside from that, my regular scheduled content is 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, same time, same place. We take that information and we repurpose it everywhere. Okay, so it doesn't have to be something that I'm burning myself out doing, okay, or that my team is burning out doing. The other thing I'm doing is I am focusing on visibility and alignment, okay, and results, period. I'm also offering deeper support. So I'm not trying to go wide as much as I am going deep, okay, to the women who are ready to step up their game and stop playing small. So if you are somebody who fits that description and you want to know how to do this exactly, you can book a call with me. Clarity call, okay, so we can get more clarity and dive deep into what it is that you need help with and where you are in the journey, so I can help you get to your next level quicker, faster, and sooner, okay, without the guesswork that you are going through right now. And I'm being more bold, more bodacious, more vocal, more expressive, more visible. That's something else I'm doing, okay, because I am not playing small at all. Okay, and you shouldn't either. And I did a whole video on that, by the way, if you want to check it out. Stop playing small. All right. Now I want to offer you a couple of resources. Speaking of resources, okay. First of all, if this video hit home and you've gotten value from it, then I want you to subscribe to my channel right now. Go ahead, hit that notification bell as well, okay, so you don't miss a single episode whenever my videos drop and or I do go live, okay? Also, I want to leave you with my Mindset Mastery ebook, okay? When I talked about imposter syndrome being a scam, it really and truly is. And I talk about that in my ebook. It's a free downloadable for you. So another free resource for you where I talk about, you know, just the 5 pillars that you need as a successful entrepreneur and others who have done it before you to give you some inspiration, some hope, some motivation to keep on keeping on, right? And also some real tangible things that you can do. Like it's really like an interactive PDF guide that walks you through the process, the steps, and you can actually do the work and come out better for it on the other side. Okay. So go ahead right now and download that. Or you can download, you can download my quick start guide. I'm teaching you how to cut the corporate cord and walk through the 7 simple steps that I did and I took my clients through to transition seamlessly from corporate America to start a profitable, sustainable, successful business and replace your income. Okay. So you don't need any more degrees or any more certifications or any of that. What you don't even need a ladder to climb to be the CEO right now today if you started. What you need is guidance and support and better direction. Okay. I do have an urgent call to action for you, and that is that if you are a woman who's ready to quit the juggle and step into your legacy work as a legacy leader, join me for the 2025 Job Liberation Virtual Summit. Okay, this isn't just an event, it is a movement. Shout out to Marissa Price and Dr. Kamani, who are co-hosting and the co-creators of the Job Liberation Summit. This is the 2nd year that they put this event on, and I will be one of the chosen speakers. Okay, so make sure that you come to this event. There's going to be 15 plus speakers, dynamic, phenomenal, wonderful, brilliant, beautiful Black queens in the room, speaking life into you and teaching you how to do everything you are. I mean, when I say meeting you where you are in the journey, wherever that is for you, we are truly doing that. Okay. So I'm a featured speaker there, as are other women that's going to be talking about we have a whole lineup for you. I'm going to leave a link in the pinned comments for you to check it out. It's going to take you to the information page and the registration page. Get in right now because you only have until April 15th before the price jumps. Okay, so right now the tickets are on sale. I would advise, strongly, highly recommend for you to get the all access pass because it gives you the replays, okay, and it also gives you like three to 5 bonuses, all right, and you're going to be able to be in the room with other at least 1,000 or more that we are anticipating to show up, other Black women just like you who you can network with and get with and collaborate with, right? And it's just going to be it's going to be everything epic, okay, for sure. So I hope you really and truly have gained value from this video. I'm sure you have. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for rocking with me. I do truly appreciate you. And I only want to, do all that I can to help you get from where you are right now to where it is you want to be in the journey. Okay. At least your next milestone or a few milestones, if not to your ultimate destination. So I'm going to tune out while you tune in. Be sure to share this video out with at least 3 friends. Okay. As always, and be sure to watch the next video that YouTube recommends, as always. And until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now.